Hi, I'm Melissa from Little Kosher Lunch. Today we're making Hamantaschen, which is a little triangular cookie that we make for the holiday Purim. Maybe you've had those rock-like, sugary, hard to bite through cookies from the bakery. Well, you don't need to be Jewish to love this cookie. It is the most delicious, flaky, not too sweet, pretty easy to make, and pretty healthy cookie that you're gonna love. So today we're cooking with very few ingredients for our Hamentaschen. We have 2 sticks of butter, or a ½ pound of butter here. We have 8 ounces of cream cheese. Both of these have softened during the day, and we're making these after bedtime, so they've been out for several hours to get really soft. And here I have 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour that's been sifted. So you can do this with a hand mixer. I like to do it in my food processor. I'm just gonna dump everything in. We're gonna start with the fats, so the butter and the cream cheese first to combine. It looks nice and combined. Okay, I'm just gonna scrape the bowl down. From there, we're gonna add the flour. Okay, so now you have a nice little crumbly mixture that looks sandy. We're gonna continue pulsing and scrape down the bowl as needed until everything pulls together into a ball. There it goes. So that's a really easy dough to do. At this point, this dough needs to go into the refrigerator to chill. I like to stretch out a piece of plastic and just dump it out, flatten it into a disc. Typically, I like to make this the night before, let it chill completely overnight, and then I'll take it out when I'm ready to work with it and I have time to roll it out. Okay. Now that we have our dough chilling, it's time to make the filling. We use apricot filling that has walnuts and cinnamon. Solo brand is the brand I grew up using, but the Bon Maman apricot preserves are great. They have apricot chunks, and I usually give some variety to my family by doing, in this case, a few blackberry ones. We can do the golden plum. I might do some golden plum with cinnamon, and then my apricot ones will have the walnuts. So it's very flexible. You definitely should use the filling that you like the best, but the beauty of the cream cheese dough is that it complements and is tart against the sweet filling of any jam that you'll choose. We had 3 ingredients for the dough and 3 ingredients for my filling. I'm just gonna open 1 jar of apricot jam and dump it in. To that, I add 1 cup of chopped walnuts. These I just put in a bag and mashed with my rolling pin to get roughly chopped pieces. So those will go in. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and mix it up. All right, so I have some dough that's already been chilled. I took it out about 30 minutes ago so that it's not rock hard. I've set out 2 sheets of parchment papers. I have a rolling pin. I have more all-purpose flour for flouring my surface. I have a jam jar. That's the same jar that I got my filling out of. This is what I'm gonna use to cut out my circles. And then I have just a little teacup full of water, which is for moistening the edges of my cookie. Here we go. Flour my board. We're gonna roll it out to 1/8 inch thickness. Okay. Flour my rolling pin. So let's see, I think we're just about there. Feels good. Just gonna get our glass ready. Here's the fun part now that we've made and rolled out our dough, and that is filling your Hamentaschen. So here I just have a little teacup full of water. We're gonna use that as the glue to moisten the edge of your cookie dough. And then I have my filling here and a couple of spoons. So using my fingertip, I just go quickly around the edge, getting all of the outer area a little bit wet. About a ½ teaspoon to a teaspoon of filling goes in. Try not to overfill them. The tighter and better sealed your cookie, the better they'll turn out in the oven. So we're gonna make this into a triangle shape, taking 1, 2, 3 sides. I use my little fingers and my thumbs to meet to pinch the edges together there. And I usually have some filling that peeks out. This will relax and open up a little bit in the oven, but for now we're gonna put them on our cookie sheet and let them go back into the fridge to chill before we bake them. right, I have made a cookie sheet's worth and was able to fit them in my fridge to chill for about 20 or 30 minutes. They firmed up nicely, so the dough is no longer pliable like it was when I was folding. They're chilled, they're intact. They're gonna go into a 350-degree oven for 20 minutes or until golden brown. Bye-bye, Hamentashen. Okay, our oven timer just went off. The Hamentashen have been in at 350 for exactly 20 minutes. And as you can see, there has been a little bit of opening up and a little bit of overflow of our jam filling, but that's okay. If we had not chilled the Hamantaschen before putting them in the oven, they would have opened more. They have nice golden edges forming here. All right, I hope you have a very happy Purim and you enjoyed this Hamentashen recipe. You can visit our blog at littlekosherlunch.com to get the full recipe and these instructions, and please click subscribe if you like this video and want to see more like it. Thanks.